Let's look at how we solve an algebra equation that has decimals in it. It works just the same way as an algebra equation that has whole numbers in it. The first thing we're going to look for is we want to see why this x term is not by itself. It's not by itself because you're adding 3.7 to it. So we are going to take away 3.7. So if we do that to one side, we have to do that to both sides. So we subtract 3.7 from both sides. That's an inverse operation. And now we get 6.2x equals, and I'm going to have to subtract here. I've got my decimals lined up already, and I will regroup. This is 6. And I get 18.6. Now, x is still not by itself because we have the x term by itself, but x isn't by itself because it's being multiplied by 6.2. So we will divide both sides by 6.2. Divide both sides by 6.2, and I'm going to go over on the side and show my work, because I certainly would not want anybody to think I was using a calculator to solve this. If I didn't show my work, someone might think I was using a calculator. So it is 18.6 divided by 6.2. When you're dividing decimals, don't forget to move this decimal, and then you have to move this decimal the same number of places. And then this goes in here 3 times, and this equals 3. So x equals 3. Now, how would I check that problem? I would check that problem by writing my original question Now I'm going to substitute in the 3. When I do that, I use parentheses instead of a dot. The parentheses keep me from getting mixed up when I've got a decimal, because sometimes, especially if you're not very neat in your handwriting, that can get confusing. Now, is it okay for me to just say 22.3 equals 22.3? No, I actually have to solve this and figure it out. 6.2 times 3 is 18.6 plus 3.7 equals 22.3. Now I'm going to add this 3.7 to my 18.6, and I will get 13, carry my 1, 12, and I put my decimal, I line up decimals when I'm adding and subtracting. 22.3 equals 22.3. When you first started doing algebra, and they were really easy problems like 2x plus 1 equals 5, and you wondered if you came up with the answer was x equals 2, and then you wondered, why do I have to show that this is true? Why do I have to show 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5? I know that is true. But see, when you get to something like this, when you get to this, it's not so obvious, so you really have to work it out to make sure that it's true.